Ah, response video. Yeah, I'll do one a little different way. See if this works. We'll try it. Whatever. We'll try it. That's all I'm going to say. We'll try it. Alright, this is Voxter guy. He made a response video to the I Like a New Man guy. And it's just horrible. Cartoons. Yay, cartoons. Yay, cartoons. Oh, look at that. Devil man and his motorcycle. Hello. Talk now.
Hi there, YouTube.
Yeah. Hey.
Hi there, Alec Newman. Well, I will beg to differ with Gary Inmendham about pulling the plug, about the whole world going to shits, because it's simply not.
Well, it's simply not true, he says. Yeah, well, you're going to beg to differ, but you know what? You're not really going to make much of a video here. You're going to spend 4 minutes just saying, I think everything's just fine. You're not going to make a really logical argument. You're not going to explain the value equation. You're not going to undo what life is for most living things. 99.99% of living things on Earth, feeling things on Earth, are just, you know, they're born, they, you know, kill thy neighbor, eat thy neighbor, reproduce, and then die. That's what they do. Over and over and over, well, I won't go in, but, you know, over a lot of times.
True. 100 years ago, there was nothing called Amnesty International.
Oh, please. Right, we have it now, and guess what? Let's see, what did we do? We just spent 10 years blowing this shit, well, 20, actually, ever since Clinton, right? We've been killing people in the Middle East. And, yeah, it's Amnesty International. It did the Palestinians a hell of a lot of good. You know, we're on the brink of an economic disaster. You know, Africa's going to look like, well, let's not even go into it, but come on. Grow the fuck up, Amnesty International. Come on. You can't do better than that. We got chocolate-filled donuts. Why don't you bring that up? Yeah, I mean, 100 years ago, we didn't have chocolate-filled donuts, for Christ's sake.
Or Greenpeace.
Greenpeace, yeah, they're fixing everything.
300 years ago, there was nothing called the Red Cross.
Yeah, right. There was 300 years ago, it was something called Daisy Cutter, nuclear bomb, nuclear sub, AIDS virus, herpes. You know, come on.
60 years ago, there was nothing called Médecins Sans Frontières.
Oh, please, that's one of my pet peeves, that one. Yeah, there was nothing called blah, 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 blah. Let's preposterously waste a whole bunch of money flying doctors around big high expense instead of taking care of basic needs. You know, 2 million kids go blind for lack of vitamin A in the world. How many? We killed 1 million people in Iraq from dysentery in the last 20 years. Yeah, I know, get real.
Without borders. 100 years ago, we didn't have shitloads of humanitarian organizations as we have today.
Oh, come on. Yeah, you had sympathetic people, but they couldn't do nothing, and they still can't do nothing. You got 7 billion people on this earth, and you still got, what, 3 billion of them living on less than $2 a day? Less than $1,000 a year? Come on.
And when I look out over the planet Earth,
yeah, do you see the hole? Yeah, you can look out on the planet Earth and you see right through the ozone hole, right? It's really clear now. Sun gets in really good now. Yeah, and we're polluting everything. Fisheries are dying off. The ocean's dying. It's actually dying. The ocean is dying, literally. Yeah, come on. This optimism is just such a pile of crap.
Things look like shit. That's true. But if you dig just below the surface.
Right, you find peak oil and bird flu.
Things actually doesn't look that bad. There is a rise.
Right, there's, let's see, 3 out of 4 pieces of money, IOUs, essentially have to be destroyed because they can't be paid. So, you're going to give up 3/4 of your money? I don't think you're going to want to do that.
A general rise all over the planet of the living standards.
Yeah, get real. Say that to the average Chinaman working 14 hours a day. Oh, please.
Even for some of the poorest on the planet. The very extreme poor, they're still in shit.
Yeah, and the medium poor are still in fucking shit. I wouldn't live their fucking life, so apparently you're all pleased with it. So why don't you go work 14 hours a day and with shitworms? Because that's the average one of those poor people. They got shitworms and they're working 14 hours a day smashing rocks.
And just the thing that we are actually working on this, that this is actually part of the political world agenda, the global...
Yeah, oh, come on. You know, global agendas, who the fuck can we enslave without them knowing they're fucking slaves? I mean, we're actually enslaving people and we don't have to pay for the little iron things and the chains and the ball and all that kind of crap because we have their psychology so controlled. It's like making a cow so fat it can't run away. Alright, we've made people so fucking dumb. All right, they'll eat any kind of shit. They'll live in any kind of shit, and they'll all sit there and say, "Oh, yeah, it's okay. It's all sparkly. I see the glitter. It's all sparkly." Thanks to your kind of folk.
Agenda. It wasn't 100 years ago. 100 years ago, nobody gave a fuck. So Gary's full of shit.
Well, it isn't true that 100 years ago people didn't give a fuck. I mean, there was all kinds of organizations 100 years ago. People tried to help each other where they could. So that's just bullshit.
I don't care if he is famous and goes bananas. He's full of shit.
Yeah, well, that's not really an argument again. And, you know, what's your argument? What's the limit for you? How bad does it have to get? All right, so if I just tell you, if I can give you a piece of paper that guarantees the next Holocaust will kill 2 billion people, all right, over a 3-year period, they'll all die hard and slow. All right, 3 billion people. Is that enough? How bad does it have to get? Okay, I'm going to get a new virus, okay, new AIDS, double AIDS, okay? Double AIDS is going to attack, and it's not going to be a sexually transmitted disease. No, it's just going to kill kids, okay? Any kid under the age of 11, 50% of them are going to die. Hard and slow. How bad do I have to make it before you cockroaches will wave your little hand in the air and say no mas? How fucking bad? My argument is, doesn't matter how bad. I can make you glow in the dark. I can have puke flying out of your goddamn eyes 24 hours a day, and you fucktards will sit there and say, well, I still got a boner, so I want to play.
I think what his problem is that he's looking at his own country. His own country seems to be very slowly being taken over by religious, funny, fucktard politicians getting into...
Slowly taken over by? No, it's not about politicians. It's about the average jackass, okay? It wasn't the politicians that elected Ronald Reagan. It was the fucktard jackasses just like you who believed in a little shiny city on a hill. Ronald Reagan drew some crayon drawings, okay, and he promised people unicorn seeds and rainbow spores. And said, yeah, I got a pocket of rainbow spores. Look, rainbow spores. Look at them, okay? Everything's going to be just fucking fine. We'll give everybody a tax cut and everything will be great because the magic unicorn seeds will grow and everybody will be happy. It's just this fucking optimistic, namby-pamby bull fucking shit. This is the lie that has the whole fucking world in shit.
How paid by the corporates that want to make big bucks.
No, paid by the assholes who keep selling the snake oil that everything's going to be all right. We'll just sit around and talk about how the unicorn seeds just need a little bit more water.
And thereby shitting on everybody. So
yeah, it's just like, again, it's not the politicians, it's the people who voted for the politicians. Wake the fuck up.
Doesn't see the big picture. He's not able to look outside United States of America and see that things are actually getting better.
Oh, come on. Where do you get this? How do you figure? Korea? You know, let's go to North Korea, right? Why don't you live there for a few years? Why don't you live the life of the average person in the rest of the getting better world? Okay? Live their 32-year life expectancy, live with their malaria attacks, live with their shit worms, live their fucking hopeless, pitiful, stupid, snail-eating life.
Even in the States. But I think he, like many others, are like totally obsessed with the shit going on in the United States of America that he can't see the good thing.
Oh, bull fucking shit, okay? What I see is people desperate, just too fucking desperate. All right? I mean, like I said, you want to live the life of some kid who gets diagnosed with cancer when he's 10 years old or something. Spend the next 5 years, bone marrow transplant, chemotherapy, just horrible, and then you die anyway. I mean, I knew a kid that was a mongoloid. I used to babysit for him. Lived to be 18 years old. Spent the last 10 years getting surgeries every fucking year. Sick all the fucking time. I mean, I wouldn't live a day of his fucking life, so how the fuck can I justify it? How do you justify it? If I wouldn't live the life, how can I fucking goddamn sit there and justify the price being paid? So you're willing to live the life, so you better get to it. Why don't you just raise your hand and say, yes, I would accept that price. Yes, give me brain tumor. Let me have chemotherapy for 5 fucking years. Fuck this shit. I've seen, every one of my grandparents begged to be killed. Not everyone. 3 out of the 4. All right, begged to be killed. I mean, you people are just fucking sadistic lunatics.
Things happening for all the shit that's right in front of his nose. That's why I said at the beginning of the video, you had to scratch under the surface.
Peak oil. Come on, scratch under the surface. Peak fucking oil. No historical evidence whatsoever that we will not keep finding violence as a solution to our problems. There will be another fucking war, okay, and it's going to be fought with drones and robots and all the other crap that we're using now. We're fighting wars now. We're flying goddamn planes from 4,000 miles away. It was bad enough when we were dropping bombs on Vietnam from, 40,000 feet above the goddamn people we were blowing up. But it's even worse now. We're not even 40,000 feet away. We're 40,000 miles away, and we drop bombs on people. Grow the fuck up. Smell the shit.
Wasn't going on just
Eat the shit.
Years ago. At the same time, we have technology we didn't have 100 years ago.
Yeah, we got fucking streams that are so fucking polluted, even bacteria can't live in them.
100 years ago, when somebody spilled oil, all we could do was like this. Today, we have genetically manipulated bacteria that eats oil.
Right, and it'll probably eat the brain of a tuna fish, too. It'll probably find some other way to fuck us in the end. So, yeah, you live and die by that technology sword every fucking time. So good luck with that one.
Just to take one little example.
One little example has no realistic application.
Technology that can replace some of the raping we are doing to nature.
Yeah, right. The rapist. Oh, we're raping the rapist. I mean, get real. Nature is malaria, you fucker. Nature is syphilis, you fucker. Nature is not our friend, okay? Would you want to live like a fucking victim of a praying mantis? You want to be a little stink beetle? You live for, 78 goddamn days, and you do absolutely nothing but eat your brother, shit, fuck, and then die? Fuck you.
The problem is that it's a little bit too expensive still to implement some of these technologies.
Now, the problem is that you fucktards don't just say, okay, I like doing this, I want to do this, I'm addicted to this, I want to play this game. And you won't just stop there. You'll embrace and endorse other people, forcing other organisms to keep playing the fucking game. Why should you do that? Why should you play God? What competence do you have to create life, to perpetuate the experiment? Did you build this Frankenstein? Why are you endorsing this Frankenstein? Because it exists? Or no, I guess it's because you believe in a fucking God. Obviously, you think DNA is G-O-D.
But we are getting there. So this whole thing with just pulling the plug and killing everybody because you're already going to shit, I think it's fucking bullshit.
Yeah, well, whatever. That's not even the equation. The point is you won't stop reproducing, okay? So it's not a matter of just pulling the plug. It's just saying, look, we let you live. We let you do whatever the fuck you want. Dance as long as you want to dance, okay? But if you're going to keep involving a next generation, if you're going to keep perpetuating this goddamn consumption, reproduction, cannibalism, addiction game, well, then fuck you, yeah. We have to pull the plug. But it's only because you're forcing us to pull the fucking plug. And somebody's going to pull your fucking plug, fella. You're gonna get fucking unplugged.
Excuse the fuck out of me, Gary. But I do think that it's fucking...
Yeah, well, I think your video is crap.
No reason to pull the plug.
I think this little, bullshit music is goddamn crap. I think this whole fucking idea that, oh, look, I'm promising you some unicorns. I know they're gonna grow. We just gotta plant the seeds in the right soil, and the unicorns will pop out. And there'll be all them rainbows, too. I got them rainbow spores.
I think we still have some chocolate.
Yeah, okay, sure. Don't. That's the word. Don't. That's right, don't. Don't play stupid games. Don't keep selling this snake oil. Don't perpetuate this goddamn bullshit unless you're willing to pay the price. Like I said, unless you're willing to be born with your brain outside your skull and spend 15, 20 years, trying to get fixed just so you can die, okay, at 20 years old, a virgin. Unless you're willing to live that life, all this is just a bunch of bullshit. All this fancy talk about how great it all is and how good it's all getting is just a big, fat pile of turd. So anyway, till next time. People.